and welcome to Pace TV, the Pace of San Diego. I'm your host, Alvarez. On today's show, I will be telling you about a group of women who belong to a social and philanthropic organization called the Thursday Club. This group was formed in 1921 and has continued to exist for over 100 years. This group has a membership of around 300 women from all walks of life. There is a younger group of women known as the juniors that exists for those who still have small children at home. This club has its clubhouse in Point Loma on a hill with a fantastic view. The clubhouse is used as a wedding site as well as a venue for family gatherings, memorial services, or any other gathering requiring a large enough room to handle a lot of people. Here today to help us understand what this club does is Angie Steinburg, who has been a member of the Thursday Club for the last 23 years and is currently the club treasurer. Welcome, Angie, and let's get started.
Thank you.
So what is the Thursday Club? What would be a concise and succinct definition of what the Thursday Club is?
Well, we are a philanthropic women's organization, and our goal is to support the San Diego community and areas of need.
Okay, all areas of need, wherever
Yes.
okay, well, we'll get into that in a little bit more. Can you tell us much about the women who started this club? I'm always interested in how somebody gets the idea that, hey, let's have a club. You know, when we were kids, you have a clubhouse and that kind of stuff. But do you know much about them or how they got started?
Well, it was 4 women, and they were in a bridge. They played bridge together, and they wanted to start a women's club that made an impact on San Diego. And their initial goals were to help support orphan children and low-income seniors.
Wow, in 1921.
In 1921.
We think of those things today, but to think that was over 100 years ago, that's incredible. Do you think the purpose for the Thursday Club is the same today as it was then? I mean, some things have changed, but overall?
Yes, and our goal is to reach as many charities or that we can and raise money to help support them.
We'll talk about the grants and how you do that in just a little bit, but let's go back to the founding. And how was the Thursday Club able to build this clubhouse in Point Loma? I mean, I've been there, and I can imagine that. I should say I can't imagine that somebody hasn't come by to offer you guys a whole lot of money, because that lot is like incredible. The view from up there, I said in the intro that it was a fantastic view, but you see the whole bay, you see clear out to the ocean. I mean, you're on top and see over all of the other buildings that are below you. But gosh, I would think somebody would say, we'll give you, I don't know how much, but it would be a lot of money.
That's something we would not consider selling. We love our property. The property was originally donated to us in 1926.
Do you know much about that? I mean, I have read that it was part of the Pantages group that donated. They were developing in that area. They were developing or had started develop Point Loma, because I know there are some pictures in the clubhouse showing the area around the clubhouse, and there was like one house over there, and there was a house over there, and a house over there. But so. Were they just developing that property or developing that area in Point Loma at that time? And was this lot just, hey, we got an extra lot, we'll give it to the Thursday Club?
I'm not exactly sure how that went down. I just know they had a connection with these women that had this, their club was getting bigger and bigger and getting more members, and they were getting space wherever they could so they could meet. So that gift was very generous to give us that land, and then a year later they broke ground and got financing to build the building.
Okay, and I understand there were certain requirements for that building. It had to be a Spanish-style building. It had to have a red tile roof. There were some things that they said you can build, but you have to build this.
Yes,
You can't just go
yeah,
build I don't know what it would have been, because in those days
is-
I'm sure it would have been the Spanish style, but.
It was Spanish style. It always has been. We've even just recently renovated our women's ladies' room, and it all stays within that same Spanish style.
How do you maintain that building? I mean, who pays for the maintenance on that building, or how are funds gathered to pay for it? 'Cause I mean, I can imagine that's, like you said, it's a pretty good-sized piece of property. I don't know how big it is, but
Yes, our water bill is quite high, because we have a lovely garden area. But the rentals that we offer to the community for weddings and for private events, that money sustains and supports maintaining the property.
okay, so it generates enough money that you can maintain the property without having to dip into anything else or
Yes.
put a call out because we need a new roof or something.
Yes, yeah. No, we make sure that our building is maintained, and extra money we give to charities.
Okay, okay. What would attract someone to join the club? What was there about the club that interested you when you joined? And you've been in the club for over 20 years now, so.
It's a community, and it's a community of women working together to do better for San Diego.
The real purpose is just, I mean, that's how you look at it. I mean, that's how the club looks at it. It's just like, what can we do to help the community?
Yes, our goal, we have our goal for the annual is, our fundraisers, our beneficiaries that we want to contribute to that year, and that's our purpose.
How does someone who decides they would like to do what you guys do or be part of what you do, how do they become a member?
Well, you have to have a sponsor to sponsor you into the club. And I mean, we encourage anyone, our big fundraiser of the year is our rummage sale. They would like to come and volunteer at a rummage sale and get to know us.
So, but does it take someone in the club to bring you in? So Susie says, oh, Angie, I'd like to join the Thursday Club. I've heard about it, and I know you're a member, and I'd like to join. So then do you sponsor Susie, and do you go and say, hey, I'm vouching for Susie, and she would like to join us, and she does this and she does that, or whatever her contribution might be, and I think she'd be a good member. And then does the whole membership then vote on Susie becoming a member, or how does it go after you've sponsored her, or you said, yeah, I think she'd be a good member?
Yeah. Yes, I would sponsor Susie. And we have a membership committee that goes over these applicants, because our clubhouse can only hold so many people, and we're at over 300 members.
Oh, wow.
To have a meeting, we can only allow so many in per year, and just for space-wise. Once the slate is set from the membership committee, the membership as a whole approves the slate.
What kind of things might preclude somebody from coming in? So you sponsor Susie, and then do they do like a background check on Susie? Do they check her financials and make sure that she's honest and above board and has been cheating on her taxes? Or
No, we don't ask her any of that.
okay.
So no, just that they're willing to be involved and volunteer their time.
Once you become a member, are there work requirements, or can she just be a member and show up every Thursday to the Thursday Club meeting and say, oh yeah, I'm a member of the Thursday Club? What's required of her once she becomes a member?
Yes, there is a commitment involved. It's volunteering. It's attending the meetings. It's our biggest, fundraiser is our rummage sale, and it takes a lot of manpower to run that rummage sale, and chairing different events. We have a gala, we have a bunco, and it takes a lot of members and a lot of time to put these things on.
if somebody comes in, they're not going to just be able to sit around and say, "Oh, yeah, I'm a member of Thursday Club. I have my pen." They have to really get involved, and so
Yes.
if they come in, they need to make sure that they're committed to doing what the Thursday Club is all about, which is helping other people. So.
Yes, we have a credit chart, and you have to keep your credits up.
Okay,
and it's
well
in
then
our bylaws.
All right, let's talk about the credit. So, when someone works, they get points or they get credits, and then do they have to have so many credits every year?
Yes, it is
Okay.
required.
It's actually required.
Yes.
Okay, and then if someone does more than the minimum, what are the benefits? What do I get out of being there at the rummage sale and doing all the other things? And
You're very much appreciated.
okay, but the whole purpose of this is that you're benefiting the community, and,
Yes.
and that's the real driver behind being a member of the Thursday Club. Okay, well, what are some of the benefits of putting in the hours? So let's say I do, more than my share of hours. I chair a couple of communities. I do committees. I do work at the rummage sale and do all of that. What's a benefit for me, or is there a benefit for me, or is it just that's part of the requirement?
Those that give 100% and more, it's why we're there.
So every year there's certain are there certain requirements then that you have to meet every year?
Yes, yeah, we have a certain number of credits that you have to, and they have to be in different areas. It'll have to be so many credits at rummage sale, so many credits in supporting our meetings, or if you support. Randomly, throughout the year we'll do service projects for things that pop up. Like we recently had this last meeting with all these rains that came through. There was an organization that provided clothing, and they got damaged. So this last meeting, we had a pile full of donations from our members to help an organization that was in need.
Okay. So you're always looking for something that you can
Yes,
help, or some
that we
place that
can-
you can benefit or do something for the community. We talked about the juniors, and this is for younger women who aren't restricted there, but only in the sense that they might feel more comfortable with a group of women their age, as opposed to being in the primary, which would be the older members or the people that have been around a long time. But are there other groups within the Thursday Club? We know they have the juniors, and then you have the primary, which is what I think of as the Thursday Club. And what else?
Yes, well, we started the juniors in 1946, and that was a younger generation. And it also helped us because our clubhouse can only hold 200 members at one time.
Oh, wow, okay.
So this also kind of helped alleviate the growth of our club and more members that wanted to join. So we have the younger generation and the juniors. And then we also have, in 1975, we started the professionals. And the professionals were for women that worked during the day, so their meeting was at night.
Oh, okay, so you make an accommodation for them because there's no way they can make meetings particularly if they are working far away from Point Loma. It would be impossible to get there without taking off 3 or 4 hours to
Yes.
do that. Okay, as a nonprofit, which you are, how do you make money and how do you raise money to benefit the community, to do the things that you do and want to do as a group?
Well, our largest that I've mentioned is the rummage sale that we host at Balboa Park in March. And we also, the juniors, they kind of chair and lead a big gala that they host there at the clubhouse. And the professionals, they will host a bunco night, which is in February. And these are our three main fundraisers. And then we'll do different things throughout the year. At holiday time, we'll do like a little holiday bazaar. And if there are charities that come up that are in need of a certain item, we do a special service project to help support them.
You were talking about the clothing thing. How did that come up, and how did you respond to that? What was the need that the Thursday Club filled?
Their storage of clothing that they provided
Whose
for
storage of clothing?
I don't remember who the name of the
Oh,
charity
okay,
was.
okay.
But I know that their storage had been flooded from all our rains, so they needed more clothing to help provide for people in need.
Okay, now how would someone bring that to you? Would someone just show up and say, hey, Thursday Club, we need...
It probably was someone that came to a member or a member that knew. You know, we get lots of people that come to us, and sometimes we just see organizations that are in need. I saw one on TV for, it was Larry Himmel Foundation, and his son is now running this foundation, and what he does is he provides haircuts right before kids start school, and then he also provides backpacks with some school supplies. And I saw it and I says, well, this would be a great one for Thursday Club. So we did, and we hosted our bunco night for them, and they were thrilled to get that support, because that next year they could provide a lot more for a lot more students.
Can any member bring in something? I mean, like you said, you saw this Larry Himmel thing, and they, hey, that might be a good deal for Thursday Club to get involved in that. So you were able to bring that. Now, when you see something like that, or a member sees something like that, who do they have to bring it to? Who do they present that to and say, hey, I saw something and I think we could get involved, or we could do something to help this out? How does that work?
Well, we have a board of directors, and one of our directors is in charge of philanthropy. Okay. And so usually it's brought to that person, and she'll bring it to the board and to the membership, and we help support. So
anybody can bring something in and say, hey, I saw this, and would we be interested? Is it presented that way? Yes, and we typically don't do it throughout the year. What we typically do is we have an open on our website where we accept applications for grants. So that's in June, and we go through those applications, and they are submitted to the to the philanthropy committee, and the committee will bring that to the membership for approval of the slate. You mentioned the rummage sale, which is one of your really big things. How much money does that one event bring in? Because I know it's huge. So. Yes, we spend all week setting up, and then our sale days are Saturday and Sunday, so we have the 2 sale days, and we will generate nearly $200,000 worth in sales. In 2 days? In 2 days. Okay, and then everything that is not sold, then what happens to that? It goes to the Goodwill. Okay, so then Goodwill has a huge influx of things, whatever is left over, which you guys can't sell. But you're going to generate close to $200,000 on that one thing. Yes. Wow. It's a very large rummage sale. Everything is separated by housewares, women's clothing. It's like one big, huge department store. Okay, you can find everything there, right? Things you didn't even know you needed. Okay, so that is your big fundraiser. You talked about bunco, so that's another fundraiser for you, and then the gala. So is the gala like just a fancy evening out kind of thing? Is that what we're talking about? Yes, it's a very nice catered dinner, and we'll usually have a silent auction and a live auction, and typically those funds will go to one organization. That is the reason for that gala. Okay, now would you have multiple galas during the year, or do you only have one? Typically just one a year. Then, okay, so then if you have one a year, then who decides what charity or what group is going to get, or that gala will be for? Because you must have a lot of requests. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are. We have our applications that come in, and then that philanthropy committee will choose 3 that will present to their membership, which is the juniors, and the juniors will vote on which the one charity of the 3 that they will host the gala for. Oh, okay. So there is a selection process that's involved. Okay. Yes. So where do the names of those groups or what they're looking for, where does that come from? Does that come from the grant
Yes,
applications?
Yes, our applications.
Okay, so
in
the
June.
grant applications then are gone through, and then somebody selects, this one looks pretty good, this one looks pretty good, this one looks pretty good. And these are the three that we want to present to the committee or to the membership, and then from those three, one gets selected, and
Yes.
those are the beneficiaries of the largesse of the Thursday Club, and whatever money is raised at that gala then goes to that organization.
Yes.
So one of them was for honor flights, is that right? And you guys raised a whole lot more money than they ever thought they were going to get for that thing?
Yes, that was a record-breaking year as far as what that gala, the return on that gala, and it helped when Honor Flight was given that check. They said, this also helps us not just for this year, but it'll cover next year too.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
it was a very generous check to them.
Okay, well then who gets invited to the galas?
It's mainly directed with members, but we always welcome anyone that wants to help support and be involved. So it's open invitation.
Okay, so not all members might attend, but some of the members might attend, plus outside community, other people that are, let me ask the question this way, who would be offered the opportunity to attend the gala? I mean, would somebody call me and say, hey, would you like to come to our gala? Or
Well, our goal is to get the community involved and to get them to attend, because otherwise we're just raising money internally. We want other people to help us with our fundraisers and to contribute.
Okay, so you would open it up to,
Yes.
you're hoping that you're going to open it up so that people
We do
will
want.
see what you do and say, maybe we should send a little money their way every once in a while then to keep up their good work.
Yes.
Okay, we talked about the grants. Let's get on that for a minute. So you open up your acceptance of applications sometime at the end of May, and you go through the end of June?
Yes.
Okay. And any 501c3 that is looking for additional funds to continue whatever work they're doing can send in an application, and do they do it through the website? How does that work?
Yes, through the website we have the application process, and they need to be a 501c3. And we do ask, what kind of the value of their need and how much they need, and then we try and work out our budget and what we hope to accomplish in the year and as proceeds go, and to try and meet all those needs.
For that organization?
That and the other organizations that we select, and we'll select about
Okay.
12 to 15 a year.
Oh, wow. Okay. So let's say you raise 250,000 and this group needs 200,000, then you might say, well, we can't give you the whole 200,000 because we have other groups that we would like to help out. So we will give you 100,000, and then we can take the other 150 and spread it around.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes we'll ask for a specific need, like in Balboa Park, one of the museums needed equipment. And it's, okay, well, how much is that equipment? And then we try and provide to fund that need.
Okay. All right. What is one of your favorite charities or recipients of the giving from the Thursday Club? Do you have one? Let me preface that by saying that you do not do repeats.
No, we
No
try
one
and
is on
select.
automatic.
No,
Okay.
we select new charities each year. But probably one of my favorites was back in 2010, and it was a brand new school at the time, and it's called Nativity Prep Academy, and it is a all scholarship middle school, and a wonderful program. It provided a great education for these middle school students that went on to getting scholarships from like Cathedral or Bishops or OLP, or Our Lady Peace. But it offered them a good education.
Okay. Okay. So they were working on offering scholarships, and that's what you were contributing to then, is so they could give out more scholarships?
Yes, for the middle school, for,
okay.
for Nativity Prep Academy.
Okay.
So,
okay.
and it still exists today, and it's a wonderful school.
Okay. How often is the president and this is kind of a weird question, but how often is the president and the board elected or voted on, or how does that work?
The board is elected every year, on a one-year term.
Okay.
Except for treasurer. Treasurer is a 2-year term.
Treasurer's 2-year term? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and that's you
This is me. This is my
that's
second
you this
year.
go around. That's your second year. Okay. All right. So let's see. What are some of the things that you enjoy about being a member? I mean, what does it bring to you? What do you like about being able to say, yeah, I help with the Thursday Club, and I'm proud to be a member because why?
I enjoy working, side by side with these wonderful women that, we're all there for something that's not for ourselves. It's for someone else.
Okay. So it's bigger than you.
Yes.
It's bigger than you and makes you feel good because you're doing something for the community.
Yes.
And that's what the Thursday Club is all about, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're trying to do more than just be here, as
Yes.
we say. Okay. Well, Angie, I want to thank you for your time today. This has been great.
Thank you.
Hopefully people have learned more about the Thursday Club and, will want to help. So we want to thank you for watching our show today. We hope that you've learned something about the Thursday Club. We hope that you've learned that it's a great organization, and whether you want to be a member or not is entirely up to you, but at least look into it. If there's funds available that you would like to think that they are doing something to help somebody in the community of San Diego, at least take the Thursday Club into consideration. And again, we thank you for watching. We hope you'll come back and see us again soon.